Hey, this is VasserVimes, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3. I'm running out of things I can do to procrastinate the summit any further, but I do have a couple quick conversations I can dilly-dally with aboard the Normandy, and also I got an email from Caden about another hospital visit, so I thought I'd do that as well, but that shouldn't take too long, so priorities for cash should be underway shortly. Let's start with, I think Diana's in here.
Now, a city of 4 million blasted from orbit. Adelaide, Australia is no more. New footage from Earth reveals the Reaper's plans to
really
attack
depressing.
large industrial centers. Which cities are next? Find out inside the battle space. Cerberus stealthily strikes Star System shield. No, glad I read that one out loud.
Why? It's very alliterative. I like it. How's it going? Oh, what's it? Javik? Javik's gone. See. Subdeck stairwell. Is that where Jack was? I wonder what he would have thought of Jack. Hi. What you doing down here?
Commander, I was exploring your ship.
Okay.
Anything interesting?
One of your crew lived in this space. There are traces of anger.
That was Jack. Anger was her specialty.
Traces of her pain are still present. I'm told she sought revenge against Cerberus when she was here.
Yeah.
A goal you helped fulfill. I hope you will do the same for me. At least I have better quarters.
Well, she chose this, so it's not like I forced her to be down here. But, yeah, I can see how he'd see his own mission in what Jack was invested in.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before EDI even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, EDI agrees with me.
EDI's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? EDI agrees with me.
But unlike EDI, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over EDI's body when he does that. When EDI controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
EDI doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
I actually tend to view it more from his point of view.
The Normandy is a ship. EDI is a collection of processing hardware contained in that ship. Those are two separate things.
Doesn't the existence of the Reapers contradict that?
No.
So what do you
it's
think,
just
EDI?
differently.
More than our thoughts.
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
It's not the exact same thing. Not every single synthetic life form is going to be the same.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
You don't have to thank me for that. Was one whole game ago. All right. Hey, Cortez. Something up?
Okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
Yeah, he is very much a workaholic.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
It seems to be his coping mechanism, yeah.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
I know.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
Should go do that.
You know, there are views like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm just about to go to the Citadel, actually. I don't know why he'd do it specifically for me, but you should do it for yourself, actually.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
If you put it that way, how can I say no?
You can't.
It's an order, apparently. Yeah, he'll have the chance to do that quite soon. Because Citadel is my next stop. I was thinking, because I suspect that he probably is, I can't remember whether anybody confirmed this, but I suspect he is a love interest for the, a possible love interest for the male ship. Which kind of, I mean, I don't know if I like that or not, because it suggests that the culmination of his arc, if you do choose to pick him up as a love interest, is to just kind of fix his grieving with some more romance. I'm curious about it, though. I'd be interested in playing through a love interest plot with him. Hi, James.
That Jack is a mean SOB, but kind of hot. If you like that sort of thing.
I do.
So, Anderson and Sanders. That's quite a couple.
I figure, yeah.
Huh. My dad's last name is Sanders. No relation.
You sure? Alright. Good talking to you. Off to the Citadel. Hi! Hey! You're up and about. Hello.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
I literally just talked to you. Sorry.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Oh!
Spectre Caden-Alenko. That's a big deal.
Nice.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling.
I'll bet.
Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died.
I don't know about should have.
The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You feel guilty about that? These are both perfectly nice things to say.
Can't think of a more deserving candidate.
There you go.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah. I have thought about that.
Well then, come on.
I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out.
Why are they on the run?
Take care, Spectre Alenko.
I don't remember.
Stay safe, Commander.
Why is it good? Why is it a good thing that they're hard to find? I don't get it. Oh, there he is. Okay. He followed my advice. Let's go see Cortez. So, where is he?
I'm sorry, honey.
Is that him? Yeah. Hi.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking.
About?
Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkaw.
If you say so.
What's a Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
You projecting? His eyes are really super blue.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
But you weren't. You're alive. And that's a good thing.
Maybe so.
No, definitely so.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turian shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody's given up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
I feel bad for interrupting him.
Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had ezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time.
Alright, well
The
don't...
refugees here have put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it.
Alright, well don't push yourself too hard, you know, just let it come naturally. It is time for the summit. This might actually be relevant. The diplomatic ships of the Solarians, Turians, and Krogan... Oh right, yes, the Krogan are here. Float far away from one another, out of weapon range. Messages sent by each faction indicate that they would welcome the Normandy as a neutral meeting ground for their diplomats. The fact that they have not agreed on a ship to serve as a neutral meeting point before now does not bode well for negotiations. No, it doesn't, but we're gonna make this work.
Commander, the Solarian Dalatras and Krogan clan chief are ready to come aboard.
Have them brought to the conference room.
With that cheap-ass
I
room
hope this doesn't start another war.
out to the left there.
The Krogan is in no position to make demands.
The Krogan has a
Rex!
name. Erdnot Rex.
Yes!
And I'm not just some junkyard Varen you unleash whenever you're in trouble. I've got my own problems. Reaper scouts have arrived on Tuchanka. So why should I care if a few Turians go extinct?
Trying to draw out negotiations will get you nowhere, Rex. I have no time for it. Just tell us what you want.
I'll tell you what I need.
What?
A cure for the genophage.
Oh.
Absolutely not. The genophage is non-negotiable.
I think it should be negotiable. It's not... I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can always, make a new one. I don't want you to, but you could.
Why are you so opposed to the idea, Dalatras?
Because my people uplifted the Krogan. We know them best.
You mean you used us to fight a war you couldn't win?
How can you know anything about it, Dalatras?
Or the Asari, or even the Turians that stopped the Rachni.
You're only 40 years old, max.
Turned the tide.
And after that, you ceased to be useful. The genophage was the only way to keep your urges in check.
The thing about
Dalatras, you may not like him, but Rex is right. Insulting him won't change that.
I won't apologize for speaking the truth. We uplifted the Krogan to do one thing, wage war. It's all they know because it's all we wanted them to know.
Can I let me have a word in edgewise? Thanks. The thing about the Solarians is that by necessity, all their opinions on the genophage have to be secondhand. Because if I have the timeline correct, none of the ones that are alive right now were alive when this was actually put into effect. So they can't really know exactly how dire the situation was, or even exactly what happened, because they weren't there. Whereas the Krogans were. I don't know how... It's at least hundreds of years ago, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure.
Your people should have thought the matter through then. Was it really a surprise the Krogan revolted?
That's precisely my point, Commander. We made a rash decision. We turned to the Krogan in desperation. It's the same mistake you're about to make today. No good can come from curing the genophage.
No. Good can definitely come from curing it.
The Krogan have paid for their mistakes. The genophage has gone on long enough.
1,476 years.
There you go.
If you're keeping track.
It was 1,000 years of peace, free from these brutes.
Enough. Whether or not they deserve a cure is academic. It would take years to formulate one.
Will it?
My information says otherwise.
What does your information say? So the Krogan...
A Solarian scientist Malin grew a conscience. He was on my planet.
Right.
Pure on our females.
I remember. His methods were barbaric.
But his results were valid, weren't they?
That other females survived his experiments.
Oh.
So the Dalatress here sent in a team to clean up the whole mess and to take them prisoner.
Dalatress. You fucker.
Where did you get this?
I want to meet female Krogans.
It could be a fabrication.
Don't insult me.
I want to meet them.
Those are my people. They're immune to the genophage, and you're going to give them back.
Dalatrass, is this true?
How will curing the genophage benefit my people?
Because it will get the Krogans on board, and we need to get rid of the... you're frustrated.
How long do you think you'll last alone against the Reapers? Because if you don't help, that's how it'll end up.
And I'll be the last friendly Turian you ever see.
What's it gonna be?
The females are being kept at
There
one
you
of our
go.
STG
Thank you.
bases on Surkash. But I warn you, Commander, the consequences of this will be felt.
Just don't have the patience for
Nothing
this.
compared to what happens if the Reapers win.
Let's get the females.
You're not setting foot on Surkash. This will take time.
It happens
No
now.
time. There's no time
As
for
the
this.
Council Spectre, Shepard can oversee the exchange.
We're going.
Can I fight with Rex?
I won't forget this, Commander. A bully has few friends when he needs them most.
I'm not a he. Aww. I wanted Rex to be a squad mate. That would have been cool. Oh well. I definitely think Garrus should come because I want him to interact with Rex. And I'm gonna bring Javik.
This is the Solarian homeworld we're headed to. They aren't used to seeing Krogan here.
This is the homeworld. Oh right, yeah.
We land, get the females, and leave before anyone changes their mind.
I still don't trust a word they say.
Obviously. I mean, I've been keeping the females hostage. I'm not gonna tell him to be friendly.
If they start backtracking, the angry Krogan act.
He has a right not to be friendly.
Who said anything about acting?
Just try to keep it verbal.
Yeah.
These females are the best and probably last hope for my people.
We'll bring them home, Rex. You've waited long
Yay!
enough to stay.
Rex and Garrus.
I appreciate the assist, Garrus.
Figured you'd gone soft sitting on your throne. Forgot how to hold a gun.
Oh, this is awesome.
He wouldn't be king then, would he? Who's that?
He's a Prothean.
Sometimes I'm not sure if the Normandy's a warship or a traveling freak show. But as long as he can hold
That's
a gun.
rude.
Commander, I have the Solarian base on sensors.
Set her down.
Commander, Solarian ground control says we don't have clearance to land.
Tell them the Dalatrass authorized this herself.
Also, I'm a Spectre.
Never keep their word. Let's see them try to stop a Krogan airdrop.
Hang on a sec. You're just gonna start shit.
We have an unauthorized landing.
No, it's not unauthorized. Calm down.
You to hold my race hostage.
Max. Don't get killed, please.
Halt! Stand down! Hold your fire! Commander Shepard, restrain your colleague. We only found out about this transfer a few moments ago.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, we can work it out.
I'd like to avoid a diplomatic incident.
As would we.
But you have something valuable to Rex.
Something worth dying for.
This matter can be resolved, but I must insist he remain under guard.
I don't like that. I'm gonna put up a fuss about that.
And if we insist otherwise, you'll have another war on your hands.
Anything goes wrong and all bets are off.
I didn't want to have to tell Rex to do that. He can make that decision himself.
I'm Paddock Wicks, and I appreciate your understanding, Commander. With war on everyone's minds, our people are on edge.
It's a Yogg!
Careful! Watch the containment shield!
Brings back memories.
They were much smaller in my cycle.
Yogg's?
As you can see, this base contains sensitive information.
What kind of work goes on here?
Evolutionary trials, morphological simulations, exogenetic assessments.
Nothing is ever simple with Solarians, is it?
Not so much.
Science has always been our best defense. The research we do here has kept Surkesh safe for millennia.
We need lots of Solarians on the project, for sure.
Does that include studying lost Krogan?
The females were in poor health when we found them on Tuchanka. They were brought here to stabilize their condition.
And then? Is it stabilized?
The whole planet smells wrong.
I'd like to see them.
Of course. I'll need to clear you for the lower levels. Give me a few moments and meet me near the elevator.
I'm so psyched. I really want to meet the female Krogans. Okay. When ready. So there's probably content somewhere around here. Let's do a little bit of exploration.
This is where all you Solarians come from, huh? No wonder you're so soft. Too busy writing poetry about waterfalls.
I want to read some waterfall poetry from a Solarian.
Shepard, I don't like this. I should be the one going in.
You should, but it's just not...
I said to act the angry Krogan, Rex.
That was just good old-fashioned Krogan hot air. If it had been real, they'd be dead.
Idle threats are empty threats.
Maybe when this war is over, you can come live on Tuchanka. You'd fit right in.
He really would. He should do that. Javik, you should do that. But whatever you want. It's fine.
Who tipped you off about the females here?
Sorry, Shepard, but they're listening to every word we say. I prefer my Solarian liver served raw.
He is correct. It was a delicacy in our cycle.
Oh no. Oh dear. That's gross. It turned out to be a good choice to bring Javik along. I should bring him along more often. He's kind of a dick, but he's got good commentary. I like it.
Back on the Normandy, you said Reapers were sighted on Tuchanka.
Oh yeah.
Clans Jorgal and Ravenor sighted a few landing parties. The Reapers are up to something.
Landing parties? That doesn't sound like them.
A pile of radioactive rubble, but it's our pile. And we'll fight to the last Krogan to keep it that way.
Radioactive?
Garrus. I have to make friends with the one Turian in the galaxy who thinks he's funny.
Imagine how I feel. I'm supposed to hate Krogan, but you came along and warmed my heart with your winning personality.
I could throw a few Solarians off a cliff, if it'll make you feel better.
I chose like the... Oh, I'm so pleased with my squad mate choice here. Look at the best commentary. I love all this Garrus and Rex interaction.
What do you know about these females?
They weren't fertile, so we used them as decoys to draw off enemies from the ones who were. But Melee's experiments changed that. These damn pyjacks stole them right out from under us.
Yeah,
That's a
really.
pretty brutal way to treat your women, Rex.
The females suggested it.
You can keep pulling that.
We had to make a lot of tough choices to ensure we don't all die off.
Your females are wise.
It's just one more thing that'll get better when the genophage is cured.
Well, I'll hold you to that.
Are the Krogan ready to fight the Reapers?
Ever since Sovereign showed up, I figured this day would come. My people have spent too much time selling ourselves out as mercenaries. Now we can get back to doing what Krogan do best, saving everyone else from giant monsters.
Never
What is
going
the
to
plan?
let us forget about the Rachni Wars, are you?
No.
The last time I was at the Citadel, I didn't see a Turian statue in your honor.
I haven't seen your statue in a while either.
Just wait till this war is over.
Alright.
It's been good talking to you again, Rex.
It'll be even better when we have a few Solarians for lunch.
That sounds gross and slimy. They're kind of unflappable, aren't they? They're like, yep, people are talking about eating us. I think this is a good place to cut off, and in the next episode, we'll see about those female Krogans, which I'm really excited about. Until then, everybody stay peachy.